My wife Bernadette and I had just walked into church. My phone alarmed, and it was my son, and my son would never generally bother me when he knows we're at church. So he said, "Dad, the building's on fire."
The pager went off for the fire department, and I heard the address, so I looked it up real quick and I saw it was Gilmore Home Center. So I took off from my home and was the first one on the scene, and smoke was billowing out of the building.
But in my brain, it was a small little fire. It's going to be easy peasy, take care of it, you know, and didn't ever expect that it's going to be fully engulfed.
Of course, there was absolutely nothing anybody could do because, well, it was a cement block building, and you could look in through the windows and just see the flames roaring everywhere inside.
Unfortunately, we all know the end result, that we end up losing the building. And like I said, a key part of our community. Everybody goes to Gilmore's for something.
I think Gilmore Home Center is probably one of the most charitable organizations in our community. Whether it's somebody needing lumber to complete a project for a dugout for a baseball field, or somebody looking to hold a fundraiser and want donations or looking for donations, they're always there. No matter what it is, they're always there to help the community.
It's not uncommon for any one of us to get a call on a Sunday and say, "Hey, I'm in the middle of a project. This broke, that broke. Can you open up the store? Can you help me out?" Whatever. You know, I don't think there's, out of 52 weeks in a year, I don't think there's probably a handful of times that one of us is not opening up the store for something, you know, on a Sunday.
The very next morning when we came to just kind of stand around and not know what was going on, a customer called and said, "I need 100 2x4s up on the lake. Can you deliver?" And we said, "Of course we can." They're outside, you know, they weren't touched, and we loaded up our first load, took a picture of that, and we were delivering 14 hours after the fire.
I mean, we were very fortunate that we had this building over here, and fortunately the lumber yard was not touched at all, so we knew we had that at least to get started, and then we immediately started in here changing things over to get in at least your basic supplies and everyday popular items that people would need, and just carry on from there.
My name is John, and I am the post manager for Crippen Fellows American Legion Post 50 here in Castleton. Gilmore's Hardware is our neighbor right across the street, and in January they experienced a devastating fire, and our post was very happy to help out on the day of the fire, and also in coordinating with the Castleton Fire Department and providing a breakfast for the community where all of the funds were donated to Gilmore's Home Center.
It's because Gilmore's have gave so much to this community over the years. Like I said, anytime they were there for us, it was our turn to give back.
They give to the community in many, many ways, monetarily, supplies, discounts, whatever it takes to help people in the community. So when it came time to support Gilmore's, the community gave back.
You know, the people just kept coming, and people who couldn't stop for the breakfast wanted to stop and make donations.
By the end of the day, we had fed 767 people breakfast here at the post, which is an amazing amount of people to come through here and have breakfast. And it was a great event.
A couple thousand people is all there really is in the community. But to see that outpouring of the community coming back after all to me it was more we're always out in the community, giving things out to the communities. To see that reciprocation, to see it come back in the way that it did, was just amazing.
What I couldn't believe was there was so many people I didn't know, and that took time out of their day to come and donate to us and to help us out when we were down. You know, like we've always tried to help anybody else in the community that's trying to raise money for, you know, any cause they are.